Okay. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Sunday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Remember, Brock, Rock and Wine, is the 29th, 2 weeks from yesterday, 13 days away. Get your tickets, brortho.com. Of course, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. All right, y'all, we are wheels up today to Nashville, Tennessee. Headed to SEC Football Media Days. When next we speak, your boy will be coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee. Looking forward to it. Whoops. So LSU will get a chance to go first. Oh, look at that. LSU alum Neil Skupski claims Wimbledon doubles title. How about that? It's interesting. So we'll get a chance to take a look at the LSU Tigers on Monday. Brian Kelly goes right after Greg Sankey. So Sankey kicks off the event with his sort of state of the conference address on Monday. And then after Sankey, it's Brian Kelly and the LSU crowd. So Monday will be Sankey, of course, and then Brian Kelly. Missouri will go tomorrow as well. So Eli Drinkwitz, and then also Texas A&M. So an interesting day for multiple reasons tomorrow. I happen to believe, if you were listening to AFR last week, every year we go to media days, it's always somebody's last time going to media days. We didn't know it, but Mike Leach, of course, last year was his last, and Brian Harsin. Every year it's somebody's last turn, and I think the two coaches that are going to be alongside Brian Kelly on Monday are heading for their last time. I think Eli Drinkwitz and Jimbo Fisher are most likely to get fired after this upcoming season. So it could be the last time we see them. And who was it? I can't remember if it was T-Bob or if it was Hester. One of them said this. It was a really good, or Hunt. It might have been Hester. I don't remember. One of them, it might have been T-Bob on Scone and T this week, said I think it was. And he said, if you don't bring a quarterback to SEC Media Days, that is a commentary on your program, which is kind of interesting. So think about the teams that are bringing quarterbacks, right? LSU's bringing Jaden Daniels. Mississippi State's bringing Will Rogers. Arkansas is bringing KJ Jefferson. Spencer Rattler is going with South Carolina. You see what I mean? Like you kind of Joe Milton with Tennessee. A&M and Missouri ain't bringing quarterbacks. Auburn's not bringing a quarterback. What is that? Georgia and Bama not bringing a quarterback. What does that kind of say? Last year they brought Stetson Bennett and Bryce Young. Georgia and Bama did respectively. So anyway, okay, let's say some good morning. See what y'all got. We're all meeting here. So me, Hester, T-Bob, and Rivers are all meeting here at supposed to be 10:30, but our flight got delayed by 30 minutes. Everybody's gonna meet here at 11. So got a little bit of time. If you want to fire away with some questions, I'm packed and ready to roll. So just waiting on the crew to get here, and we'll head down to NOLA. So straight shot on Southwest. Kelly Gross, good morning. Alan McNear, good morning. Ben Boudreau, any whiskey stops in Nashville. So Ben, somebody did ask me. Actually, it was my buddy Dan Matthews, who's the producer of the Chuck Oliver Show, and Dan's a big LSU guy. I think his family are all LSU alums, and Dan grew up in Houston, but lives in Atlanta now. Dan hit me up on Thursday or Friday. He's like, "All right, what whiskey bar are we going to?" I'm like, "Man, I don't know Nashville well enough. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we will." Everybody's got recommendations. Let me know. I mean, it's from the time your eyes open until 6 p.m. It's a lot of work. But usually when the show ends at 6, we usually, I'll go out to dinner with some friends, or have a cocktail or something like that. So I don't do the. You'll hear T-Bob talk about it, but there's a group when we were in Hoover that would always go and do karaoke at this dive bar, and like I never did that. Like I don't go do the go out thing. Dinner's fine with me, but anyway. Bill Schmid, Renee Mark, Samuel Merrifield. How was the party for Drew? Good luck at media days. How long are your work days? Yeah, media days, work days are very long because you got the hardest part about media days is you have to be sort of at the ready at any point. So like a lot of the content you record throughout the day whenever people are available. So for example, Brian Kelly and the LSU squad, they start I think at 11:15. So their allocated time is I think like 11:15 or 11 to 1:15, something like that. So they're done and gone before AFR. So I have to get all of my interviews with the LSU players and Brian Kelly if I can before AFR. And especially now, and it was easier when we were audio only, radio only, because I could have a handheld and just stand up and do an interview anywhere. Well, now that we have the TV component, the video component, as much as we can, we try to get people to come to Radio Row so we can video it. We'll record the interview on video and then play it back. So it's a lot. It is a very like frenetic pace. 4 days where you don't sleep a lot, kind of remind myself to eat, but it's fun. 4 days of football in July. It was really good. Brian Penton, good morning. Brendan Huff, good morning. Who's in charge of cleaning up all his birthday decorations? That's a great question. So Erica and then her parents are nice enough to come over and help her clean it all up when I leave, because we always have the party the day before I leave for media day. So I think the last people left last night 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Family and close friends that were here late. So maybe 9:30. But anyway, so like it's a long day, but so we're not cleaning up last night is way too much. So it's a process. But then I'll leave, for media day. So I got up at 8 this morning, went and put air in my tires, gas in my car, went and snagged breakfast, came back, showered, got dressed, packed, and we're supposed to be leaving, I said at 10:30, but flight got delayed by 30 minutes, so we'll leave at 11. But anyway. Right, let's see. PTG Toasty, how was the birthday? Party was great. Thank you for asking. The party was great. Erica does an awesome job always, of course. I joke about. It's super extra, but the party was great. A ton of people, come and celebrate. Drew did great. Mickey Mouse came, and so we had the costumed Mickey Mouse came, and the kids loved it, and Drew got into it as well. Kept like touching his nose, and touching his eye, and his face, and was engaged. So we weren't sure how that was going to go. So he did well with it. Strong Side, good morning. Travel Man, good morning. Yeah, she did an amazing job decorating. Joey Metke, good morning. Joey B19, good morning. Any game coin updates coming soon? Yeah, man, I actually, when I get back from media days the week following, me, David Mailer, and another board member who is one of the guys sort of in the I want to say marketing director, but handles a lot of the marketing stuff. We're all having lunch and talking about our next AMA or info drop sort of thing. So yeah, great week for crypto, man. It was a great week for crypto. For those that just aren't familiar, there's Ripple Labs has a token, XRP, which went through a 2 years long lawsuit with the SEC, who was trying to declare it a security, and the courts ruled in favor of XRP, that it is not a security. It's a huge win for all of crypto. So everything ran pretty nicely this week. It was a great win. Tyler Cooley, morning, Matt. Y'all hit the like button. Oh yeah.
Smash that like button.
That's E-Rock. She said smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Got it right there to remind y'all. Smash that like button.
Smash Smash that like button.
Zach Lenz, what coach are you most looking forward to hearing speak besides Brian Kelly? What players are you seeking to speak to besides LSU players? So Zach, I mean, I'd love to talk to every single player there. That's, and I think sometimes the fun part, you have some hidden gems. Now, I think Arkansas is interesting because Landon Jackson's going to be there. Remember, Landon Jackson was an LSU defensive end who transferred to Arkansas and has played pretty well, so I think that's interesting.
Smash that like button.
You got hit by a truck? I set my alarm at 8 because I thought the nurses were coming this morning.
They're on now.
Okay.
But I got on a voice.
Our flight got delayed to 30 minutes, so everybody's coming at 11 instead of 10:30.
Okay.
So, Lane Kiffin too.
He's coming?
No, someone asked who I was looking forward to speaking to.
Yeah, he's so funny.
He is so funny.
Ask about his daughter's TikTok. She has a great TikTok.
I'll ask him. That's a good question. Let me know if you got any other good questions like that I should ask.
Yeah, that'd be like a memorable question.
Yeah, for sure.
His daughter's TikToks. Like he always tries to do her dances and stuff. It's cute.
Good.
Okay.
Got it.
What did you get for breakfast? Are you on your show? Sorry.
Hi, Erica. This is the show I've done every day for 1,989 days.
Oh,
That's all I'm doing. Just a little thing I picked up. That's it.
It looks good. I'm sure it looks good on you.
My shirt looks good. You think I should wear jeans on the plane or shorts?
I don't know.
There's some people who like are like no shorts on a plane.
No go for toes on the plane.
What about shorts? Should I go put jeans on?
No, shorts are fine.
I know what T-Bob's going to be wearing.
I don't like shorts.
You think I should put jeans on?
No.
All right, y'all decide for me. Should I put jeans or
Okay,
shorts
I got a
on?
better question. What did you get for breakfast?
It's all in there in the counters. Eggs and bacon and
Is it
biscuits
hot?
and
Letting it put in the oven?
probably so. It's been sitting there for an hour. Hash browns and grits and pancakes. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. Let's see. John Melanson, how was the party? It was great, man. Thank you. Brennan Huff, I say afternoon because I've been up since 2 because of a sick dog. Oh, I hate to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Hope it's just like, nothing serious. Maybe just vomiting or something. Damon Gilmore, good morning. Shane O'Mac, what's going on? You did not miss the birthday, Shane. You missed the party. But Drew's birthday is actually on Tuesday. His birthday is the 18th. So we had the party yesterday, but birthday is on Tuesday. Let's see. Jude McLaren, what's going on? River Reese, when you impersonated that radio show on Scone and T, I was dying laughing. I can't remember the show's name, but I know exactly who you were talking about. Yeah, that was Delilah. So, Delilah. Yes, a couple of weeks ago, I did a Delilah impersonation. Like, I played Delilah and the caller into Delilah's show with a special request and dedication. Yeah. TG Toasty, love the slideshow. Drew. Oh, you know what, man? Honestly, well, thanks. So so whenever we have Drew's party, Erica puts together a slideshow and puts it on the TV. And so, long story short, it became easier just to upload it to YouTube and play it from YouTube on TV, on the TV. And I tried to do it set as private, but long story short, I ended up having to make it public. So that's, if you saw it, that's why you saw it. But anyway, but thank you. Drew's party decorations are awesome. Cliff Nelson, good morning. Brad David, what do you think? Why do you think Ed is a bad fit at Northwestern? For all the obvious reasons, Brad. For all the very obvious reasons. He's not going to get that job. And he said he's retired. So good on him, man. Go enjoy your money and your time. And he's getting married and enjoy your sons. And yeah. Larry Gardner, Deborah Cowart, good morning. Dale Moore, Austin Kidder, good morning. Jared Esprit, always remember straw hats are for wieners. Okay. Jonathan Martin, what's going on? Fred Clay Morgan. Did you see the story of Keyshawn Booty and Bill O'Brien? I did not. I'd love to see it. Like literally yesterday, I didn't open Twitter yesterday, which is incredible for me in my life, the way that I manage social media and all the stuff that I do on a daily basis. But to go an entire day without ever once opening Twitter is something. So no, I have no idea what happened in the world yesterday. Are y'all saying wear shorts, be comfortable? Okay. T-Rock's world we're living in, America. Perkins for Heisman. Morning, Matt. Curious to see any coaches will tip their hand as to who their starting quarterback will be going into the fall. Sometimes you find coaches that are more candid, and sometimes coaches are more close to the vest. Like Nick Saban generally doesn't disclose much. Brian Kelly, we've learned, is pretty candid. You ask him a question, he's going to tell you. So you take him at face value. I think you look at, okay, where are their quarterback battles? Kirby comes from the Nick school, so I don't think Kirby's going to say much. I don't think Nick is going to say much. And those are the two really interesting quarterback battles the most. I think Lane Kiffin's got a fascinating one because he's got Jackson Dart. You brought in Spencer Sanders. And my feeling on Spencer Sanders is the same thing as Jaden Daniels a year ago. You didn't bring him in to sit. And then you bring in Walker Howard as well. So I think Lane's going to be interesting. But again, Lane doesn't say much by way of giving away. Lane says a lot. He's funny, and he'll take jabs and shots, but he doesn't give away by much of strategy, if that makes sense. Jeans, Matt. This is SEC Media Days we're talking about. I'm kind of inclined to go put on jeans, but anyway. Was it too hot to have a party outside? So it's a pool party. So most of the people that were outside were in the pool. And we do thankfully have a lot of shaded area, and we put fans everywhere. So when people were outside, they try to be comfortable. Jude McLaren, what player are you looking forward to interviewing the most at Media Days? I would say Spencer Rattler. I think South Carolina's pretty fascinating because of how they finished last year, beating Tennessee, beating Clemson. Rattler, who we all thought was going to be the starter and 3 and done to the league, first overall pick at Oklahoma 2 years ago, loses his job, transfers to South Carolina, has a miserable start to the season. Now he's back for a 5th year of college, which nobody thought we would see. And because I think here's the really interesting thing. I think everyone looks at Georgia's schedule and goes, okay, Georgia's going to win the East. Well, who's going to finish second? I think that's pretty fascinating. Like last year we had the same question. Tennessee gave it a resounding answer. Is Tennessee ready to maintain their spot among the elite in the league? Or is it an opportunity for South Carolina to take a big step, in year 3 under Beamer? I think it's interesting. I think South Carolina's really interesting. Going to catch the Whitecaps versus the Chatham A's next week. Okay, yeah, Pearson and Jones, yes, sir. What restaurant you going to on the road? I don't know. If y'all got Nashville recommendations, let me know. Russell Doloff, good morning. Anthony Court, last year's special teams were a disappointment. What will be done to change that with the new special teams coach? Yeah, I'm sure we'll ask a lot about that. Do you put stock in how players do in summer league baseball? Absolutely I do. Absolutely I do. And I'll tell you why. Who asked me that? Reed Rule. Good question, Reed Rule. And I'll tell you why I do. Because for a lot of players, and especially for the players that didn't get a lot of innings, or pitchers that didn't get mound time, or hitters that didn't get ABs, this is their time. This is their extension of the season to go sort of get those reps, get those ABs. So in many respects, it's like their season. It's a continuation of and depending on what league you go to and the level of competition, you're facing really good players. So when you stand out, that's really good to see. So yes, I do. Let's see, Renee Marks, is someone standing out in summer workouts? We'll ask that for sure. LSU does give out their Iron Tiger Award or their Freak of the Week type deal. And so we've seen some guys get that, like Matthew Langlois. It was safety, got Freak of the Week. Maybe a big opportunity for him with reps to be had at safety. Gertie's on 12th and Nashville's a nice spot. Okay. Thank you, Bubba. Jerry DeLucky, good morning. Stephen Walzak, morning. Headed to San Fran for a conference, going to Napa for a day. Any suggestions for your trip? Of wineries to visit, I mean, we love Trinchero. That was probably my favorite spot. Now, to be very clear, we did get kind of a VIP tour of it, but Trinchero was great. Frank Family was awesome as well. If you are going to be driving through Napa, we stayed in St. Helena, which is sort of on the northern end of the valley, and there's a great spot, a lunch spot called Gott's Roadside. It's exactly what it is. It's a roadside cafe where tons of people go to eat lunch. I mean, the food is great and the ambiance is great. It's just a cool vibe if you're looking for like a easy lunch spot. Ben Boudreau, really think Jimbo is going after the season? Yeah, Ben, because I think they're going to go 8-4 again, and I don't think he's going to survive that. I mean, you can't go 5-7, follow up like with an 8-4, and finish, 4-4 in the league again. And I think that's what's going to happen for A&M this year. Thought E-Rock hated the aggressive nature of the word smash. She did, Bubba, which is why she cringes at this.
Smash that like button.
That was one day we were in the car doing an in-transit edition of Morning Scone, and she implored everyone to smash the like button. And our friend Keith recorded it and put it on this button and gave it to me so I can.
Smash that like button.
You heard the lady YouTube. Yeah, Rick said jeans, dress for success. That's more my vibe, Rick. I mean, shorts are definitely comfortable and it is 100 bajillion degrees, but I think I'm going to throw on jeans. That is way more my vibe. Will Jokic win Wimbledon? I don't know, Mark. Probably yes. Let's go yes. I don't even know who he's playing. Will John Emery play for LSU this fall? I'm going to say yes, Mark. At some point, I'm going to say yes, he will. Ryan Dixon, you should carve some time in Nashville at Bourbon Hunt. I will probably do that, Ryan. Ryan, you and I have a transaction on the table again, by the way. I need to know if we're confirming this transaction that you and I have previously discussed. So, let's make it's a whiskey transaction, by the way, for anyone who's thinking this is nefarious. He has a bottle I want, I have a bottle he wants. It's a fair trade. I say we make the trade. Ryan Hollis, what's your early prediction of LSU's record? 11-1. I'm going 11-1. Either they lose at Bama or they just stub their toe somewhere, but I'm saying 11-1. At what point is Jimbo on the hot seat because he's been disappointed so far this year? You can't go 8-4, and then have a 5-7 and not have a big bounce back. So, anyway. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I missed somebody else's comments here. Get going here, y'all. We're out of here in about 20 minutes. Jake Knight, what are you and E-Rock's top 3 eating spots? Coming to Baton Rouge and can't eat at walk-offs for the 100th time. So, we love Rufino's. The food is always consistent. We love the ambiance. We go there all the time and they treat us wonderfully. It's one of those things where they know you by name and I love it. That's just, they said, what's our 3, someone asked about our top 3 eating spots in Baton Rouge. Someone's coming to town. So I said Rufino's. What else would you say? Erica loves Louisiana Lagniappe. It's her favorite meal. That's her favorite meal in the history of the world is fish and papillote from Lagniappe.
I don't know. Earlier here, I gotta put on some clothes. So
Okay, you go put on some clothes, E-Rock. She's walking around naked. She's just naked through the house. Very secure in her body, just walking around naked. All right, we're about to have to wrap this up real quick. Chance Babin, are you staying the whole week? Do you like LSU going day one? I'm a little indifferent on when LSU goes. Day one, if it doesn't really matter to me when they go. And yes, we're staying the whole week, so we'll be there. We're coming back on Thursday. What minor league teams are Skeens and Cruz going to? I don't think those designations have been made yet, Merrick. And I seriously doubt that Paul Skeens is playing rookie ball. They're going to shut him down for the summer. He's not going to play. Cruz could go play rookie ball this summer. Dalton, who's LSU bringing to media dates? Yeah, Josh Williams, Jaden Daniels, Mekhi Wingo. Can you talk about how Tennessee changed their state law just to avoid harsher penalties from the NCAA? I'm not really familiar with. If you're talking about NIL, I know a lot of states are doing that, but the NCAA has continued to say, I don't care what your state law is, this is our organization's rules. So anyway, if that's what you're talking about. Matt, can you commit to a fully clothed January pool jump if LSU wins the national championship? Absolutely. Now, if they win the national championship, I'll be at the national championship, but I will come home and do the fully clothed pool jump. Absolutely. Antron, good morning. Yep, heading. We're leaving here in just a little bit to fly to Nashville for media days. Carne Mare is a nice place. Okay, the one steak place that I went to in Nashville when LSU was there in 2019 was Jeff Ruby. It was Jeff Ruby Steakhouse, and I had an amazing meal. Cobble and I went. It was fantastic. Jeans in this weather sounds miserable. Choose comfort. Perkins Fries, but Matt, what are your thoughts on Sam Pittman and his job security? I think his job security is fine because they have lower expectations there and they love him. Any news of Jordan Thompson signed? Dave, I don't know if he's actually put pen to paper, but he's agreed to a deal. He's getting $250K and he's going pro. Like he's not coming back. E-Rock's favorite place is whatever her dad cooks. There is some truth to that. All right. Let's see. Paul Hood, restaurant rec for Nashville, Butcher Town Hall. Okay, brunch or dinner. Well, I can't do any brunch. I mean, we're working, but so it's really just dinner options. Bubba Tatum, Gott's is a great place with burgers and milkshakes. Yeah, Gott's Roadside is great. Sammy Merrifield, is Blake Ruffino related to Ruffino Restaurant? I don't know who. I mean, Ruffino is Ruffin Rodrigue. So it was, Ruffin put an Italian spin on his last name and just called it Ruffino's. But so no, I don't think there's anyone named Ruffino no, I know that there's no one named Ruffino that owns it. It's just Ruffin, or Ruffin's family now, of course. But Rick, did you see LSU had a lot new viewers with Neil Skupski dad in full LSU aware at Wimbledon? I did not, but I did just see that he won the doubles title, which is awesome. Let's see. Has a show. He has a show. Not right anymore. Gotta get going. All right, I gotta get going. All right, y'all have an awesome day. I don't know. As always, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, HUDCO Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com. Brock Rock and Wine, 13 days away. Get your tickets, brortho.com. In Tiger Stadium. You kidding me? Be a great time before the start of football. So go check out our friends at Brock. And of course, HUDCO Roofing. HUDCO's pinned in the chat. We'd love to give you a free, no obligation roofing inspection. Let a friend know. Maybe it's you, a family member, a coworker, a neighbor. Do business with someone you know. Local company, HUDCO Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com. Okay, y'all have an awesome day. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.